Zeph, Nina, you'd better hold on for me. There ain't no way I'm letting that venom beat you. You hear me, Viper? I'm coming for you. His name is Alphen, and he is an apothecary. His whole life has been spent in the pastoral village of Clearbrook, where he looks after the residents as a young apothecary. He is not alone in his efforts, though. Zeph, his best friend since boyhood, works alongside him. But when Zeph's little sister is bitten by a deadly viper, it falls to Alphen to fashion an antidote before the poison takes her. And so he ventures out to the cave of Rio, where he must do battle with the dread beast. He will need caring allies on the path he has chosen. We have to be caring. Hard decision. Primrose is my favorite so far. Cyrus is the strongest. And Ulbricht's my tank. So I'll take out Ulbricht for now. Maybe it'll make things a bit tougher not having my tank. Could you imagine being in the voice acting booth? They're like, we need you to cough like you're dying. No, more. No, dying more. Is that to keep egging them on?
Be strong!
More dying, please.
Can you really save him with that medicine of yours?
You betcha. Just sit tight. Bam! That should do her. Drink it down slowly now.
Alphen has a pretty unique sounding voice.
Well, I'll be. Thank you, my boy.
Don't mention it. Just doing my job.
Dislike the voice acting. We had a discussion about it earlier. So, like, when we first started the game, I had mentioned that the voice acting was kind of like... It sounds like a community center drama. You know, like, people really like overacting their lines and kind of sounding like they're on a stage projecting, you know? But someone had pointed out to me that, like, it kind of fits the vibe of the game. And I kind of agree. Like, there's something about it where the whole, like, it feels like a stage that we're watching. And, like, with the shadow box feel, it kind of feels like... It either feels like we're watching a stage play, or we are acting out a D&D campaign, you know? And, like, all of our friends are gathered around the table and doing, like, their best impressions of heroic characters, right? So if you put yourself in that headspace, it actually really fits. But having said that, I actually genuinely think that, like, the last two stories we did had really good voice acting. I think Ulbrich and Primrose's story had really good voice acting all around. So I've kind of changed my opinion of it a bit. I do think that some of the characters do have, like, genuinely good voice acting. But for the most part, yeah, they all kind of sound like your friends trying to do their best impressions. But I kind of like it. It kind of gives it some charm, you know?
This'll stop the coughing for now, but your lungs have seen better days.
I'll admit, though, I don't really like Alphen. So I maybe it's not that I don't like it, but it's kind of different.
Try to give the pipe a rest, sir. Here?
Oh, Alphen, thank you ever so much. blessed we are to have an apothecary like you in our little village. It's not much, but please.
Get that
It's on
money
the
out of my
house.
face.
Why don't y'all hold on to that and buy something tasty for you and your grandpa?
I knew he was going to say that just from like his voice alone. Like I could already tell what this character is.
I'll be back to check in on him, okay?
In this age, the arts of medicine and healing are still in their infancy. With disease and illness rampant, the people rely on salves and tinctures fashioned by apothecaries.
Mama. Did you see me, Ma? I whipped up an antitussive elixir like you wouldn't believe. Can't believe it's been a year already. Am I any closer to being the man I want to be? The man he was.
Alf, I've been looking all over for you.
Hey, Zeph. Done for the day?
Yes, only 2 patients today. Having you around sure eases the burden.
I will say that some of the characters are really quiet. Like the crow guys in Primrose's story and now Zeph. Sounds like they're too far away from the microphone.
If only I could convince you to quit giving out discounts.
Oh, come on. The poor gal has enough trouble looking after old Alec. I can't very well take what little she has.
I'm just teasing. You know that's what I like about you. If the villagers are healthy and happy, that's more than good enough for me.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
We may be new to this, but between the 2 of us, this village is in good hands.
Sure is. Plagues, epidemics, bring your worst.
I'm counting on you, Alf. We all are. Who'd have thought that little troublemaker would turn out to be a top-notch apothecary, huh?
We can't all be born with a silver pestle in hand, Master Zeph.
Your mother would be proud.
Maybe.
Anyway, I should be getting back to Nina.
Yeah, beat it. Head on home, big brother.
Hey, Alphen. We've been friends ever since we were small, right? I know you better than anyone, so be honest. You're keeping something from me, aren't you? I'm right, aren't I? Alf, the truth is...
Master Zeph! Master Zeph, you must come quickly. It's your sister.
These look like bite marks. Alphen, could you take a look as well?
Could somebody get her a better pillow? Look at that pillow.
You got it, buddy. She's fallen into a deep trance. This is worse than we thought.
Indeed. Nina's the only family I have. If I lost her, I'd...
Wish she could tell us what happened.
It's safe to assume she was bitten by something poisonous. But what? Without knowing the nature of the poison.
Yeah, the wrong medicine could make things worse, and quick.
Damn it all! What foul beast did this to my Nina?
What foul beast?
Let me ask around. Maybe someone saw something.
Okay, so he just has Inquire as well. I feel like it's a bit of a shame that the... Like, I feel like the skills could be a bit more unique. Like, I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I kind of figured 8 characters, they'd all be, like, super unique, but... a lot of them copy the same... I mean, I guess with the path actions, it's, like... not that big of a deal that they're copied. But I think what bothers me is, like... this makes me not want to use Alphen already. Because he has the same exact path action as Cyrus, and I want to use Cyrus. So Alphen's just kind of out now. Like, I just don't want to use him now in my main party. Because why would I want the same path action twice, you know? At least he has a different talent. In battle, concoct potions and destructive substances from various ingredients to aid your allies or harm foes. That just kind of sounds like what his abilities are. I don't really know how the talent goes into that. Also, he only has one weapon, Axe. So he's kind of similar to Primrose. I like how his picture is like a perfect amalgamation of his character. He's like helping a boy who's crying. Friends with Nina since childhood, the two have grown up like sisters. The rather more strong-willed Nina often takes the lead on their secret adventures into the dangerous wilds outside the village. Nice chatting with you. Now give me the goods.
Come on now.
The idea is that there's an honorable skill and a dishonorable version of the same skill. So you have Primrose and Ophelia, Ophelia being the nice version, Primrose being the dishonest version. And then you have... Why? Is Cyrus really the dishonest version of this, though? Like, he just inquires pretty much the same way. Obviously, Alphen is, like, nicer, but Cyrus isn't, like, a bad guy. Or, like, discerning the information in, like, a evil way. I guess when you do the little crime-solving thing, he does kind of, like, interrogate people. So I guess, kind of. Then you have, like, Tressa, who can buy extra items from people, versus Therion, who steals them. So that makes sense. And then you have Ulbrich challenging people to an honest duel versus Hanet, who challenges them to a duel with her pets. I mean, that one's not really like dishonest. It's just kind of like different, but yeah. Well, but if you fail, oh, I guess not. I guess with the other ones, if you fail them, you don't lose reputation. Okay, so I kind of see what they were going for. You have like 4 abilities that are worse, but you don't lose reputation, and then 4 that are better, but you lose reputation if you fail them. I guess that makes sense. I wasn't looking at it like that, but that does make sense. Yeah. that makes it make a bit more sense. Right. Come on now, Lily. I still wouldn't really want two on the same team, though. But yeah. No, that does make them, like, different enough to where I feel like they're reasonable to have. The bite marks on Nina's leg. You sure you don't know where they came from? Duh. I want to help your friend, but I'm an apothecary, not a miracle worker. If I don't know what bit her, there ain't nothing I can do.
Oh?
You want to help her too, right? So just tell me, please? Nina wanted to pick... What? Are you done talking? Nina wanted to pick water balloons for her brother. I wasn't so sure about it, but I went with her to that cave. And then this giant snake came out of the bushes and... What kind of snake? Was it black?
No.
I can't believe it. But
Don't tell me. Was it amber with blotches on its back?
Yes.
How did you know? Because that's the most dangerous and poisonous snake on all the land. The Flame Take Me, a blotted viper. You said the Flame Take Me. I wonder if their town is connected to Ophilia's, like this is one of the towns Ophilia has to go to.
I'm sorry.
I know we're not supposed to go there. But Nina wanted it to be a surprise, so she told me to keep it a secret, and...
I see.
Thanks, Lily. You've told me all I needed. You were a brave girl to bring Nina back here. Don't you worry anymore about that scary snake here. Yeah, I do a pretty girl. I do a pretty good little girl. Good gods, a blotted viper. A nasty critter if there ever was one. This ain't good. Time is of the essence. The poison is spreading through her veins as we speak. I must prepare an antidote with all haste. This is your favorite song? Yeah, I like this one. This one's really good. There's so many songs that I've loved. That one, was it Haunted or Ulbrich? Can't remember. One of the songs right before the boss theme hit, I think it was Haunted's, was like incredible. And then that one at the end of Primroses was like probably my favorite so far.
That's why.
But I need to get my hands on the original Venom. There's supposed to be a nest of vipers in the cave of Riho, yes? I keep saying Riho, but it's
Give me a
Riho.
break.
Yeah, along with plenty of other nasties. Reckless ain't the half of it.
Well,
I know, but what choice do I have? Pretty much all of Haunted's songs, like the Village, her Village song is really good too. I'll leave at once. Look after Nina for me.
Hold on now.
Hold on, Zeph. Hmm? You look after her. I'll go.
huh.
Alfred, are you mad? About to punch you in the back of the head. I'm responsible for Nina. I won't let you risk your life for this. Or like this. Don't worry about me. Now go back to your sister's side.
Just a minute.
I swear, have you taken leave of your... Zeph, where are you? Nina. I'm here, Nina. Will you hold my hand? And get me a better pillow, please? I'm begging you. See, Zeph, she needs you. I Thanks, Alf. Come back safe, you hear? His story was like 2 seconds long. We watched one cutscene and then walked outside and talked to one girl and then watched one more cutscene. And that was his whole story. And so I have a date with this Viper, you see? We just met and still you want to come and help me out? Shucks, friend, I owe you one. There are good folks in this village, down to the last, and Zeph's always stuck by my side, so danged if I won't stick by his. So let's go, we're heading for the Cave of Rio, just east of the village. We'd better hurry, for Nina's sake. That had to have been by far the shortest intro. We got a Thorfy. Is this game still $60 on Steam? I have Steam open right now, I'll tell you. Yes. Octopath is still 60 and Octopath 2 is still 60, but there's a bundle of both for 75, which is an insane deal. Like, please buy the bundle. That is an insane deal. For 15 bucks more, you get both. That's kind of wild. The bundle's on PlayStation also. That's what I got. Wait. Should have more to buy now. There's no community theater near you. I don't think we have a community theater in our town either. The community theater that I volunteered at was a couple towns away from my old town. It's quite a bit far away from me now. I could buy him the cleaver, but that'd be like all my money. I'll get you a shield, how about that? And a bronze vest. Actually, I didn't even look at what I already had. Iron vest would be better. I always preferred the back of the stage. Preferred supporting those on the stage rather than being on the stage when it came to
I'll make this quick.
theater. Do, 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 do. Oh look, it's Cyrus's turn. Whoops. Oh, he survived.
Where's the nearest tavern?
Like I've said many times, I used to do lights.
You won't feel a thing.
That thing reminds me of
I'm ready.
that Pokemon that yells. Yeah, I did lights for the community theater once, and it was like one of the most fun things I've done. Oh, there you go. I lowered my own defense and then got nothing out of it, so... Our first actual just bad move.
You cats.
Alfred almost got one shot. He just said egads. Alright, let's see what we got. We got his axe, we got concoct. I can mix seeds, mild hazardous substance, potent medicinal component, mild medicinal component, small volume. I also have first aid and icicle. So he does have a magic move at least. Didn't? I guess not. I think he's the only one with an ice move. Alright, let's try... Oh, okay, so you start with a seed, and then combine it with an item with a component. Let's do mild hazardous small volume. I wonder if small volume means like it hits one enemy. Large volume is probably hits everything. With poisonous effects.
How do you like this?
I think he didn't really care about it that much, honestly. If I had to guess.
What's the big idea?
What's the big idea?
Out of my way.
I am ready.
I am ready.
The peacock strut.
Our peacock strut.
You cats.
Let's try mild medicinal components with essence of grape.
Here goes nothing.
Yeah, okay, that's more like it.
Interesting dilemma. Oh, ice! Here, come through!
I'm missing Ulbrich already.
Oh, ice! Here, come through!
Out of my way.
I am ready.
I'm
The moonlight glows.
I'm really kind of sad about Therian, not gonna lie. He really is like my least useful character. Like, I don't hate him, but like he doesn't do a lot. He's definitely the least useful. And I wish I could take him out, but he's the only character I cannot take out no matter what.
Cool off.
And it kind of ruins my team.
Oh, ice!
Yo, Vic, thank you for the full year.
Thus ends your lesson.
Hope everyone is doing well. I work in office Monday through Wednesday and home Thursday, Friday, so I can ever mostly only make the Friday streams. Anyway, my wife and I just had our first baby boy this week and was wondering if you had any advice for a first-time dad. Yo, congrats! That's so awesome. Advice for a first-time dad. I'll have to think about it because I want to give good advice.
I've done my research on you.
I am ready. Here I
Alright, we'll take that.
Here we go. That'll do her.
The first date's actually pretty good.
I'm ready. The moonlight glows.
Out of my way.
Yeah. I feel like it's kind of lame advice, but like patience is such a big thing because for one, like patience is good to have regardless, but also like your kid's gonna grow, you know, so like things that work now won't work later, and things that don't work now will work later. So,
Bring it on.
you know, don't ever feel like you're stuck in a certain way of doing things. Like, always see what works for your kid, and don't just take other people's word for it. Like,
All right.
I mean, especially with like my kids, I feel like a lot of things that my relatives and stuff will say don't work on my kid,
And that's that.
and it's easy to take that personal. Like, you know, you have your parents who you like look up to. You're like, okay, you know, my parents raised me, so they must have done something right? And so your parents will say something like, oh, try doing this. You know, oh, your kid isn't sleeping at night, try doing this. And then you try it and it doesn't work, and it's easy to like take that personally and be like, you know, well, my parents did it and it worked, and why when I do it with my kid it doesn't work? Like, am I just a sucky dad? So like, it's easy to take that stuff personally, but you got to remember that like every kid is like super different, and so take the advice from people and try it,
Done my research on you.
but don't take it personally if it doesn't work, you know. Other than that, just enjoy, man. Just like enjoy your time with them. They will grow up
I'm
fast,
ready.
and you won't always have time.
Bring it on.
So enjoy the time you do have. And
And that's that.
they will appreciate the time you give them, you know, regardless of how much it is or how much energy you can put into it. I used to like, I used to feel like I couldn't put enough energy into playing with my kids because I just, you know, either didn't have the energy at the time or
I'm ready.
was focused on something else, and like I would think like, you know, I'm doing something wrong. But like the fact that I was spending time with my kids was already enough. Like, and they don't care. Like they just appreciate you being there at all. They're not keeping tabs on. Oh well, Dad was
What's the big idea?
excited to play with me this time, but then this time he was kind of not into it. Like, you're like, they're not keeping tabs. Like, they just want to spend time with you. So
Bring it on.
whatever you can give them will be enough, you know.
Interesting dilemma.
Here goes nothing.
I'm ready. The show is over.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the weeds with my oldest right now because he's always in trouble. Like, he's just in that mode right now. Like, he's starting school and he's like acting out a lot, and he has a hard time. Like, we're trying to like, he's in a weird spot with like his medication right now because he's such a massive child. He's like 2 times the size of anyone else in his grade, but he can only take so much medication because of his age. And we're like pretty sure that the medication is just not enough because he's so big, you know? So because of that, he's not really like medicated as much as he should be, and because of that, he's like acting out a lot, which is fine, like it happens, but like I'm struggling with it as a dad because he's always in trouble, so I can never like spend time with him. Like I feel like I can never like give him anything or take him out anywhere or like, you know, treat him to anything, because then I would be supporting bad behavior. So like you already want your kids to act good because you just want them to, but then on top of that, I want them to act good so that I can like actually do stuff with them and like have fun with them and not just be like disciplining him 24/7. So it's kind of a struggle.
All right.
And part of me feels like I need to spend more time with him because that will make him act out less, you know? But I can't because he's acting out. So it's like a vicious cycle of like, well, I can't reward him for acting out, but I feel like I need to show him some love and fun times, and then that'll make him happier and not want to act out as much. So it's like, how do I how do I navigate this, you know?
They all understand. I'm ready.
Kind of want to get her AoE attack.
The peacock struck.
My turn.
Chat, please type louder.
All right.
Alright. Everybody caps locks on until Gus gets back. Potent hazardous substance. I wonder if I did like a healing thing. If I do a hazardous substance, but then with a healing component, what would that do?
How do you like this?
Not much. I'm sure the items get better, but like right now I feel like I'm just wasting components and not getting anything out of it.
I'm ready.
His attack should be like even stronger than everyone else's because I'm having to use items for him. He's just too weak at the moment. It must have a... His stats must matter a lot with how much these things do damage.
What's this now? Let's try this.
It's a good idea, Todd. Unfortunately, my son doesn't seem to go well with long-term punishments.
What's this now?
He just kind of stops caring about whatever it is.
You should have.
But that's a good Good tip. Someone posted a good idea online when it comes to kids at school on punishment, wanting to punish the behavior but not ostracize the kid. It's like, well, you are on punishment, but everyone is going to the park, and everyone includes you.
They all understand. I am ready. The moonlight calls.
My turn.
What is the logical course of action?
Yeah. Yeah, we've done that before. Like, usually we don't completely
Bring it on!
usually we don't completely disengage with him when he's in trouble. Like when we're going out and doing stuff, we let him like still do it. The problem mostly is like that little section of time I get in between when he gets home from school and when he goes to bed. Because like we're home and he's either accessible or he's not.
I'm ready.
And that's kind of all there, I mean, I can't force it, but that's the only time we get, and then he's off to bed, so it's like, if he's good in that little tiny window of time, then we can hang out, and if he isn't, then we don't get to hang out that day, you know? And there's like not much I can do about that.
What is the logical course of action?
Except like all I can really do is just tell him like, you know, hey, I was really looking forward to playing with you today, but like I couldn't because when you got home from school, you were misbehaving, so now it's bedtime. And he'll be like, you know, he'll feel bad, like, oh, I didn't get to play with Dad today because I didn't act well. So like that works in his brain, but then he just, you know, does it the next day or forgets about it or whatever, so it's just hard to get it to stick. But like that tends to work if I kind of connect to him emotionally and say like, you know, not, you know, it's better to say, like, instead of saying like, you know, hey, you screwed up and now you don't get to play with me, instead of saying that, you say, I feel bad because I didn't get to play with you. Like, I'm sad. I'm sad because I really wanted to play with you today and you weren't acting right and now we can't play. So, like, that's a much better way to do it instead of being like, you screwed up and now you don't get to play with me, you know. So that works. That helps. Usually when I can do that, then he'll connect with that and usually the next day is better, but it goes off and on, you know, as all things.
What is the logical course of action?
My wife is a special education teacher, so I married the book.
I'm ready.
All right.
I didn't read the book, I married it. And also I went to school for communication, so I have some of it myself.
Where's the nearest tavern?
Got better things to do.
Although, in communication school, we didn't learn a lot about communicating with kids. but like a lot of it kind of transfers. A lot of it you can find a way to make it work with kids.
Here we go.
I wish I could do like... Oh, here we go. This'll work.
Try this.
Out of my way.
So basically, like, instead of using healing grapes and plums and stuff, I can buy cheaper components and then have Alphen use them. And they even have better effects too, like they heal more. Like I think the plum only does 40 and that did 50. So he can get the items cheaper and he can use them better. So like I get what they're going for, but it just kind of feels like not really necessary when I have so many items already and I have Tressa, it can just make me rich and I can buy as much as I want, or I can have Therion steal it. Like it feels like there's better ways to go about doing it with better characters. But I do like what they're going for with Alphen. Like I do kind of see his value. I think if I can find some combinations that deal a lot of damage with him, it'll be better. But the damage ones seem kind of crap at the moment. But it's probably just because he's a low level.
Oh, ice! Here's some fruit!
I am ready. The moonlight glows.
Here goes nothing.
Now, what next? Not
Wank.
bad. A passing.
Yeah, if you can frame stuff, because your kids want to make you happy. Like, if your kid is acting out, it's not because they hate you and want you to be sad. It's because they're a kid and they're acting
I'm
out.
ready.
So, if you can frame things in the way of like, what you're doing is making me sad,
My turn.
it's usually a lot more effective. But, you know, always depends on the kid, but
Here we go.
tends to work better because that's what they actually care about. They don't care about following rules.
What is the logical
They don't have the capacity to be like, this world we live in doesn't work without rules, and therefore I need to follow rules. Like, they don't understand why they need to follow rules. But they, you know, they want to make you happy, and they love you. So if you can frame it in the way of like, you're making me sad, you're making me feel this way, they'll want to stop making you feel that way.
Bring it on.
More than they want to just follow rules for the sake of, you know, why ever we follow rules. Because things work better when you follow rules.
Now, what next?
But yeah, you don't want to go overboard either. You don't want to make them feel like,
The show
you know,
is over.
they're the entire reason that your life sucks or something. Then they're just gonna feel shame and give up. So it's a balance. But used sporadically, it can help. You're the reason. It's all your fault. I might as well just buy a bunch of these. They cost like nothing. It feels like quite the task keeping everything on hand for Alphen. I'm hoping that he's really strong to counteract the constant upkeep.
Don't
Here we go.
Now, what next?
Oh, flames! Rage! Rock!
Oh, flames.
I'm ready.
Bring it on.
What if I did medicinal component, but then with poisonous effects?
Try this.
Just a crap heal. Just a not very good heal.
My turn.
I am ready.
What is the logical course of action?
Oh, ice! Pierce them through!
You should have studied harder.